morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Let's smack it in the ass.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that's nice.
Thursday night slop.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the second day of October, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Hockey. How you doing? It's freezing out there. Feels great. It's definitely fall. It's Wednesday already. That means we got Mark Parrish. I don't think we have Marco Rosen. We don't have Marco Rosen. Let's see. Oh, we do have Carly Zucker coming in. That'll be fun. And we got some Duel of the Decade / hotlines. So all kinds of great stuff coming up. We'll figure it out as we go. Let's get some comedy. Here's Cowboy Bill Martin. Some comedy on the Power Trip Morning Show. Now you come on in. I'm glad you're here.
Great to be back home, man. It's great to be in the stockyards, too, man. I've been coming down here to the stockyard bars, all these bars down here, since I had a 28-inch waist. My fake ID said my name was Mark Avery. And I used to wear my jeans so tight back then, if I farted, it looked like a mouse ran down my leg. Been married 3 times. Let's get that out there. 3 times, all right? Hey, when I was growing up, 3rd time was considered a charm. Now it's considered a learning disability. But I've been married 3 times. I got a buddy of mine who's about to get married for the 5th time, and he is my age. 5 times, but that's not even the hardest part. His fiance is also getting married for the 5th time. I ask him, I go, where'd y'all meet? Who'sleft.com?
Good to know.
The finish line is waiting.
What a mess.
Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Okay, here's what's going on. We're doing the Power Trip Morning Show. It's Wednesday already. It's the second day of October already, and there's Mark Parrish.
Good morning,
and he's all sexed up, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you, but I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah,
middle-aged married men.
Yeah, I know how it is. There's only one winner, Parrish. Last night was your Minnesota Wild.
Yes, it was.
And Chicago can go on back home.
Stomped on those Hawks.
Yeah, welcome back, Jared Spurgeon.
That was nice, yeah. Lauko pumping another one in there for some depth scoring. Yeah, Spurgeon, obviously. Kaprizov, got 1 and 3.
Lauko.
So, yeah, it's good to see those guys chipping in early. Erickson, Eck, Rossi, all the names that we are expecting to chip in, hopefully even more this season.
For as much as Sunday sucked, just because it was boring and dull and preseason hockey can normally suck.
Yeah.
Last night I was like, oh, yeah, okay, hockey's almost here.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Hockey's right there.
This time of year, I love it.
Yeah. It's a good time of year, man. You got Vikings, almost Timberwolves, almost Wild. The Twins are in the playoffs. The Lynx are in the playoffs. Things are great, man.
Yeah.
It's all happening.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be 80, though, today again, Hawk.
It ain't.
I think it is.
It might be, but it's freezing outside right now.
Yeah, which is
I still got my coat on.
It feels great.
They're great. Sorry, I'm a little frustrated.
Why?
Because I'm just trying to get into my email, and
Uh-oh. Your password thing again?
No, it's like, I told you guys I dropped my phone and it's been an aggravation, so I have to re-download every password. And I'm trying to get into my authenticator, and you need the authenticator to get into the authenticator, which doesn't make any sense.
No.
I don't understand how that's going to work. I don't know how to authenticate authenticator.
Yeah.
I have two every year at the NHL Network.
Yeah.
They reset our passwords.
Right.
Or so we're supposed to reset our passwords.
Right.
And every year at the NHL Network, some poor IT guy's got to come down and do it for me.
Yeah.
Every single year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like when Rosie has to show up here and take one of those tests we have to take.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's
the
like,
training things,
and he just never knows how to do it. And then Abbott has to walk him through it. It's pretty funny.
I just don't understand what's going on here.
Well, why are our emails so...
Yeah, like Google doesn't have security like this.
What are we worried about?
Well, they want me to scan a QR code, and I don't know where this is.
Yeah, where would that be?
Do they want me to scan a random QR code? Because I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't even see any on the screen.
There's not one on the screen.
No.
I don't know what they're saying. I'm real old.
Yeah.
Real old, Brett.
Yeah, real.
I mean, I'd love to help you, but I don't see
But you're just
QR
as dumb
code.
as I am.
Well, there's that.
We're both idiots.
I noticed you aren't looking for me from help. Looking for...
No, did you hear what you just said?
Did you hear what I said?
You need help on your English test.
Right. We'd rather ask 2019 players for help.
Your mouse should be asking your brain for help.
I don't know where to scan the QR code. I don't know what you want from me. You know what? I just don't use email anymore. Sorry, everybody.
Correct.
It's over.
I never started to begin with.
Back to USPS.
Yeah.
That's the joke set.
If you want to get a hold of me, here's my pager number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I have to get him to text me, which is cool.
Right.
Because I know how to use text. But if I'm lying, I'm dying. It says they texted my phone. I ain't got no... Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Beep.
Yeah.
You're dying now.
Never mind. Anyway, hey, everybody. Man, it's been tough for me. Hey, do you remember Maxo yesterday when I told you, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go see that Saturday Night Live movie today.
Yeah, I wasn't showing.
Yeah.
I did the same thing because I was like, oh, yeah, Hawk told me that movie showed. And I'm like, oh, that's not till next week.
Well, see, but here's the thing. We're like when you looked and you saw that it wasn't until next week.
Yeah.
Because it said, Perry, it says, go see the movie, DA.
Yeah.
It's at 2:30 today. I'm like, cool. I got time at 2:30 today. When you saw that, Maxo, did you drive to Monticello?
No, don't tell me that you drove all the way there.
I did.
You drove to Monticello?
I did.
I should have let you know.
That's an hour away.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of where Monticello is. I drove all the way there, and then I got there, and I went up to the screen, and I started typing beep, bop, boop. And it's like, Clear Channel would like to identify you and make sure you're you. I'm like, I'm at the movies. That can't be true.
Yeah.
And then I realized I don't work at Clear Channel anymore. Anyway.
Yep.
That outdated system. Yeah. Did you hit 88 miles an hour on their way up there?
Exactly. Maybe I did. So, and I look and I see that the movie's not listed at 2:30, and then I look in the fine print, and here's the problem with fine print: I can't see.
Yeah, it happens.
Right. So you're right. I drove to Monticello.
No.
And then I realized that in the fine print it said starts October 10th under the 2:30 thing. Yeah, which is a problem. Because it wasn't October 10th. No, but I played pinball games.
There you go.
I really like pinball.
Yeah, pinball's sweet. Yeah.
I really like pinball. There's a place close to here, apparently, Saucy, you and I think have talked about it before, that has a lot of pinball machines.
Up, down?
Up, down is sweet. Yeah. It's an arcade bar.
Can I be honest with you, Saucy?
Go ahead.
And I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, because I'm saying it with all due respect.
Go ahead.
Okay? For the longest time, I thought you were saying Uptown.
Yeah.
Because I'd say, where's that place at? And you kept saying Uptown. And I'd be like, okay, that doesn't help me, you DA. What's the name of the place? It was like a Who's on First thing, right?
But it is in Uptown.
Yeah.
But
right.
it's called Up Down.
Yeah.
I get that, though.
Right,
yeah.
right. I like pinball. They had a, what's that? everybody's naked in the same shower. They're soldiers and they're fighting big giant ants. What's that movie?
What?
Oh, wait. The cartoon one?
No, it's real.
Everybody's naked.
It's like the lady that Charlie Sheen used to be in Married to.
It? Oh.
Oh,
Is it the...
Where they're bugs and they're on different planets and they come to attack them. The world.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No, it's
How could it possibly be Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yeah,
That's the worst guess, period.
it's Star Force.
Yeah, something like that.
Star...
Damn it. It's got Gary Busey's kid in it.
It's not Galaxy Quest.
No.
No.
No, it's way more gross than that. These bugs, they kill people.
I know what you're talking
Son
about.
of a bitch. Starship Troopers.
There we go.
That's it.
Yeah.
So they had a Starship Troopers pinball
That movie's
game.
horrible.
Sweet song, though, but
How
yes.
freaking dare you?
Oh, my brother loves that movie.
Well, it's
He will
'cause he's got
die
a
on
brain
that
in his
hill.
head.
That
It's a
movie
great
is
film.
awful.
I'll say it again. Parrish, they shower naked together the way it should be.
Wait, that's Gary Busey's kid?
You can't tell?
Yeah. Jake Busey.
Well, that's your first clue.
In the movie, his name is Ace Levy.
Yeah, I know.
That's sweet.
Yeah. If you keeps on raining, Ace Levy's going to break.
Man, even the women, huh?
Yeah, even the women.
Hey.
Even the losers get lucky sometimes. But that's a good film. Anyway, the pinball machine. And what I'm wondering, Parrish.
Yeah.
If you go to Up, Down, Uptown, like does every band have a pinball machine? Because everywhere I go, they got different pinball machines. I don't think I've ever seen the same two pinball machines.
It's insane, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
They give them out to everybody.
Do you remember Roller Coaster Tycoon, the video game?
Oh,
Yeah.
They had a Roller Coaster Tycoon pinball machine.
What?
And it was the coolest one I've ever seen. It had more holes in it than
Whoa. Hey now.
my high school yearbook.
My dad was a big pinball is a big pinball
He's a
guy.
pinball wizard.
Back when I was a kid, I got a mini pinball set,
Oh, yeah.
right? And my dad opened it up, put it together, and I didn't get to play it that day.
Oh.
My dad played it the whole day.
Did he really? That's the best. That's the best. I like
That's
those-
what dads do.
that picture. I think it's on one of the social media things where there's a picture of a dad laying in front of a TV that's like has the high score or something like that. The regular, and the caption is "My dad on Christmas Day breaking the record on Super Mario Kart or whatever on the machine I just got for Christmas."
Yeah, correct. That'll be
exactly
me.
right.
That'll be me.
That's the best, man.
I was going to say something, and speaking of pinball, you know who's really into that? Charch. And he's on with us at 6:40 for the Charch Challenge.
true.
But didn't he just buy isn't that one of the most famous ones, the Kiss pinball?
I think you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think he
one.
bought that or something,
Right.
but he got really into pinball.
Man.
Or like a club where you pay like a monthly subscription and they bring you a new one every 6 months. Something like I think so.
That would be awesome.
But now keep in mind it's 5:42 in the morning and I don't remember anything. You don't remember your password.
I already joined the club. It's already done.
Something like that.
It's called Quibi.
Where you rent them?
The club is called.
God, you still pay for Quibi.
It'll come back eventually.
Yeah, but something like that. But
That's so cool,
yeah,
man.
we should ask him about it at 6:40 when we do the Charch Challenge.
Hey, Perry.
Yeah.
If you buy a bunch of pinball, I'll come over to your house and we'll play it together.
That'd be sweet.
When I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they had a Foo Fighters pinball machine.
Oh, now we're talking.
I just saw that on this list. I'm looking up a list of famous ones. You're right, Hawk. It's like Rush has a pinball machine. Like every band has one.
The
Lord of the Rings.
AC/DC pinball machine, like if you went into this one hole, it played Hell's Bells.
Oh,
and as soon as it went in the hole, it went bong. I'm like, oh my God. And it was really loud, you know?
Yeah, we could, or we could just go to my buddy and Scoot's old neighbor, Scoot's house. He's got a few of them.
You got a buddy named Scooch?
Scoot.
Oh, I like that too, but Scooch would be better.
Yeah, your buddy that owns a bunch of restaurants?
Yeah, Subways.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, sweet. Oh.
What do we got to do to get a power trip pinball machine? What would your hole say?
Mine,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at here.
Yeah.
I would have to say, look at here.
mine would go like this. Oh.
Yeah. Corey's would go, don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Echo?
Oh, man. What would my hole say?
Oh.
Probably, I'd probably be like the extra ball slot. You know, and they choose an extra ball.
Yeah.
The word slot's pretty gross.
Yeah. It's a pretty odd word.
I like it way worse than moist. Moist, I have no problem with.
We used to
that
make.
one's never bothered me at all.
Yeah.
We could make our own pinball machine. I don't know, Zach Brett. Like we were when I was in middle school, we made pinball machines for like a science art class.
Really?
Yeah, we made our own pinball machines. My daughter did it too.
School
Yeah.
do you go to?
Man.
The school
Sounds like
cool
School
people.
of Hard Knocks. We grew up in the streets, dog.
Copyright noon to 3.
We did screen printing on white T-shirts, and I still have mine, and it looks like I'm vitamin deficient.
Yeah, it looks like you headbutted. It looks like you headbutted the screening process.
And I was in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus it said poison. Look what the cat dragged in.
Is that like their album?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
God, you loved hair metal.
I still do, baby.
Yeah.
I still do.
Is that Florida Keys thing still a bit?
Sure.
Are you going?
Probably not.
Oh.
Probably not. It's weird because like after a while, like 2 or 3 years into it, they're like, okay, we've had every hair band there is still going.
Yeah.
What are we going to do now? You know, and then they start booking bands that aren't really hair bands. You start.
What about
you look
bald
around.
metal?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Careful with that one.
Is that your pinball machine?
Careful there, Zach.
Is that your pinball machine?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there is bald metal out there.
Now I think about it. There's got to be,
Like
right?
Disturbed.
Disturbed. That's what I was thinking.
That's what we were talking about. Fight the curb metal.
Oh, owie. God, that scene.
Oh, it made my jaw hurt like a week.
Yeah, thanks to Jason, who Starship Troopers is the film.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the scene I'm talking about, just go ahead and watch that.
I just did. That's what kind of world is that, man?
Yeah.
That's it looks like Mars, where they fight. But the one really hot lady,
Denise
the red-haired
Richards?
lady. No, Denise doesn't get naked. I don't think. Oh. I know. But you can watch Designing Women. No.
Designing Women. A TV show where Denise Richards gets naked.
she
You're
gets
thinking
naked.
of Wild Things.
That's it. Why did I say Designing Women?
Because you love Designing Women.
And I wish they'd all get naked.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
By the way, I might be going out on a limb here, but that segment was brought to you by my friends at Gutter Helmet and GutterHelmetMN.com. Never clean your gutters again.
What a mess.
All right, we're going to start all over. Thanks for the McDonald's, Perry.
We're just hanging out.
Anytime, brother.
Love you, brother.
Love you too.
Yeah, okay. We're going to come right back, and we're going to talk about stuff. And I'll straighten up eventually. I just got to get into my email. It's Patrick Moose on The Fan. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
The Fan.
So, it's the Power Trip Morning Show. Oh, is Perry going down?
Oh, no.
I don't mean that way. Is he choking? You gonna make it? Oh, look. He just gave you the Heimlich, and then he tried to make sure that your esophagus was clear.
What?
I saw what you were doing.
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
Oh, man.
Yeah, never better.
Don't pass away.
Boy, wouldn't that be something
That's
like
close, Perry.
if you were and you knew this was your last moment on this mortal coil, and it was because you were choking.
Coil spoken like a true hockey. A coil of dump. Hey, it's 5:40 in the morning. I can't get into my email.
As well as 5:52.
Yes, I don't know where I am.
He's going down.
No, oh my God, that would.
He's yelling timber.
Wouldn't it be bad though if you left us apparently dump, and your last thought was, I died choking on a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's.
A bacon and egg.
Right. There are people who are, fighting a war they believe in.
Yeah.
Not me. I choked on a breakfast
I
sandwich.
actually made that joke a few weeks ago. I said, that's the way I'm going to go. Some embarrassingly stupid
That would
way,
suck,
for
wouldn't
God's sakes.
Yeah. But you know what? We're going to live forever.
Maybe. Give me a second.
Hey, except for Perry. Rest in peace, Perry.
Oh.
You know what? Do us a favor and just lay down so we don't have to pick you up.
I mean, I don't know who'd pick him up. I don't think I could.
I could, but I'd pull every muscle. I'd just lay down beside him and they'd have to bury his
I'd have to pick you up both up.
right.
I'd make it about me.
You know how I'm supposed to be a a producer and a host on the show.
Yeah.
I get a lot of emails from all the political groups, right?
Yeah.
And I just delete them, or whatever.
Sure.
But I think it's funny because the Harris Walls campaign emails me a lot, just like they all do. But every time I get one from the Harris Walls campaign, they call me Richard. They do. Look.
Have you not donated yet?
It says, "Are you watching, Richard?" I have no idea how they got the idea my name is Richard.
Is Richard your brother's name?
No.
Maybe they were asking if you were watching Richard, literally.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you meet Pekin?
Yeah.
Maybe
we asked you to watch
just wanted to know. Yeah.
And I just want to say, don't call me that.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, if I showed you every... Yeah, you're seeing it right here. If I showed you every email I got from that campaign...
Richard?
They refer to me as Richard, and I can't figure out how. It's in my email. So I looked through to see if I can't figure it out. But it's become something that I enjoy. And I kind of like being called Richard.
Yeah?
Just Richard?
That could be your pseudonym.
Nah. Old Dick Hockey over there.
It's your detective name.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Zacko.
Yeah, Dick Hockey would be a good
I'll be your
detective.
private dick.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good line. Yeah. You walk up to a lady in a bar.
I think you've used it on
Do you need
my
a private investigator? Huh? I'll be your private dick.
Wow.
Right? Detective. What?
Yeah, you're too horny.
You have 5 minutes. You're good.
Yeah, you're too horny to be in a bar.
Boy,
that's saying something.
That's horny.
Yeah,
That's really horny.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry, sir, but you're going to have to get out of here.
Yeah, you gotta leave. Yeah.
We can just sense it on you. We can smell it.
Yeah.
I'm getting thrown out of sex world.
Yeah, you gotta go. Is that still a thing?
Recipient.
What?
Is Sex World still a
you
thing?
don't
You're damn
know.
right. They just did a renovation.
Yeah, they did a renovation. They had to clean the
Brand new.
floors.
Wait a minute. 15 years ago.
What?
Yeah, I would probably be the one you'd go, that guy knows about Sex World. That guy knows their hours. That guy knows the location.
How do you not know their
Why
hours?
now?
Their hours are the easiest to know.
I believe they're open
Is it
24
20
hours. Isn't
Are
it?
you kidding? Yeah,
I don't know
of
if it is
course.
anymore.
Listen, does horniness know a time limit?
I don't know. Ask my dad.
Open 24 hours.
That's right, 24 hours.
But
Because how many times have you woke up at 3:17 in the morning and said, God, I need a dildo?
I mean, button bar. Button bar. Yeah, why couldn't Rosie say that? If Rosie said
Rosie
that, we
just said that
would have
somewhere
gone
right now.
home.
That would have been a
yeah.
Hall of Fame one.
Yeah.
Rosie's on his way here like he's in an ambulance. He's like, I heard what you said, Hawk. Here you go.
The other main reason 20 years ago, and this is not a joke, one of the main reasons to go to Sex World is it was one of the only places you could buy glass pipes for your tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
Quotes.
When you had to call them glass pipes. Yeah, you couldn't call it a bong.
And you'd get thrown out of. Yeah. You'd get kicked out of down in the valley if you called it a bong, but it's a water pipe. Yeah, they were one of the only places that you knew had them. And we bought a lot of them there.
Man.
But it used to be a lot. I mean, there were turns you went down on that stair where you're like, wow.
Isn't that the place with the big giant wiener?
Yeah.
The big one, you mean?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Didn't they have, well, we're in the Harbor Hour. Can I say spank booths?
Spank
boots?
Booths.
I thought you had
I said spank boots.
No, sorry.
These boots were made for spanking.
Great song.
I was like,
you see
damn,
that,
another
guys?
Shrek spinoff?
6 years from now. Here's what I picture 6 years from now. Lovely Kel and the young boy come home, and Kel walks downstairs, and then she turns around and looks up at their son and goes, head back up the stairs. Dad's got his spank boots.
Sorry, spank boots.
I didn't want you to see this, son.
Give him 5 minutes.
Booths.
What's a
I don't
spank
need 5 minutes. Where you rent a film and hammer yourself?
They had that?
Yeah, upstairs.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I never went upstairs.
Hawk?
Really? You never went upstairs?
I don't know. I think actually, by the time I went there, it was only the one level.
Hawk?
But they did have with the windows and the coin thing, and then there was what are those called? I don't know.
Spank?
Like the little
booths.
shows, the peep show?
Yeah.
Yeah, the peep show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawk?
What?
That's a yes.
What? I don't even know what the question was. I apologize. You just keep saying my name.
I thought they were fake. I thought they were like robots. I didn't realize they were like actually.
Like it was like Chuck E. Cheese,
right?
Like animatronics.
Exactly.
Boy, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? The window goes up and.
But think about it. There was a point. I don't know why we were going down this path, but I'm going to. There was a point in this world where you had to browse your porn with other people around.
Yeah.
The good old days.
You'd be like, all right, and then you'd turn and be like, wow, that guy is, at least I'm not that guy. Yeah. Now you just
like, hey, Rosie.
Yeah.
What you buying, Rose?
I once saw
Jungle Fever 57.
Yeah. Sometimes
for
you
the fifth time. You wear that tape out again, Rose?
Right, Rose, the DVD's all scratched up.
Yeah. He walks into sex world. Rosie!
Yeah. The usual Rose?
Yeah.
Number 7?
Rose, please leave the big one alone.
Yeah, it says hands off for a reason, Rosie.
For the last time, you can't write that.
No.
There's no place to put a quarter in that.
No, Rosie, relax. You're
Every time I
breathing
go to
heavily
sex
already.
world, this old man is just hogging the ride.
You're breathing heavily already, Rosie. Relax.
Yeah, that's because he walked up 3 steps.
Yep. I get that.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, what we talking about again?
I don't know.
When did we come back from break?
I don't know. You said it's 3:17 and I need a dildo. Well, you
Button
did.
bar. So the Wild won last night.
7-2.
Right? That's cool. 7-2?
8-2.
Damn.
8-2?
Damn.
Was it really 8-2? And the Lynx won last night. So that's good.
Heck yeah.
Did you go to that game, Maxo?
No, I didn't get a chance to go to that one. I forgot to ask Marnes for tickets, but I wanted to.
Yeah. And Vikings play in London.
Let's go.
We leave tomorrow. Looking forward to
yeah.
that. That'll be fun.
Turn up.
What are you guys doing for the initials game on Friday?
Max is going to host. It'll be me, Perry, Marnie, Carly, and I think we're going to add Alexis because maybe Tommy because Tommy's going to come in on Friday.
So he's not here tomorrow?
No.
Interesting.
No, I think he's got.
I'm looking forward to seeing Tommers.
Yeah, and Laxo,
We
when do you
started together.
You did. Yeah, that's right. You did.
Oh, yeah.
Holy moly.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
How about that? And wow, I haven't thought about that in years. Do you remember coming in here for the first time, Parrish?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Right.
I definitely remember the first time, but I remember the second time more because you guys said, hey, yeah, come back anytime, whenever you want, or come back next week.
Right.
Which is the same generic thing I've heard on every radio show I've ever done.
Sure.
And so nobody reached out to me, and then you guys came back that next week and savaged the living hell out of me.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And all my friends were just doing the exact same thing, and I was just sitting in line at the doctor's office, minding my own damn business. Well, no, nobody asked me.
Yeah, I think we kind of assumed that we were asking you and you didn't get it.
Yeah. No, I did
I
not.
get that.
I was not picking up what you were putting down.
But did you think that all these years later you'd still be a part of the Power Trip Morning Show?
Absolutely not.
Isn't that weird?
It's amazing.
That's pretty crazy,
I can't thank you guys enough. I say this, people ask me a lot actually about this. And, I said the amazing thing about it is how you guys have been able to put together a show that, we've all been a part of is incredible, obviously, and thank you very much. But the last thing, I talked to Rosie, talked to Benny Lieber, but we talked about this is when you come on these shows is to expect to become, great friends with everyone, to be best friends with everyone. So it's pretty mind blowing, and I can't thank you guys enough for letting me join in on all this foolishness.
I did Don and Jim Suhan, they did their podcast yesterday,
Yeah.
And we were talking about the show, and they were asking me about how it was built, and we were talking specifically about you and about how we realized early on that the worst thing to do was to pretend you're an expert about things.
Yeah.
So you just admit that you don't know, and you bring in somebody who does know. But it's not just that. Like, you have to also click with the person. That was you. You were our wild expert, and I remember you coming in and thinking, that guy's as nuts as I am.
Yeah.
Let's make him our wild expert.
Yeah. Bingo. Well,
and it doesn't work with everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've had a lot of people on the show before where you're like, I'd really like to have that guy back, but he's kind of a douche. Right?
Hey, Cully's not that bad of a guy.
Oh, I wasn't talking about him.
Oh.
I love that guy.
Anyway. So do I.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stop talking about Sex World. We're going to listen to some Godsmack together during the break and get all fired up. I'm going to play you guys the new Godsmack song, which is so good. I wish I could play it on the air. But I don't want to go down that hill. And then we're going to do some Fan 5. We're going to find out what's going on in the world of sports. And then we're going to get all fired up because Duel of the Decade / Hotlines is coming right up.
Can't wait.
I know, right? It's going to be fun. It's Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan. We'll be right back.
Power Hour begins at 8 a.m. It's powered by Quantum Fiber. You can watch the Power Trip Morning Show weekdays at 8.
Hey, Zach.
Yes.
How about we put Max in your seat and you go sit in your studio?
Yep.
Thank you, buddy. Power Trip Morning Show. Look at that guy right there. Look at Mike Grimm.
Hello.
He's all fired up. You're so fired up.
I love hanging with you guys.
I didn't think that's what it was. I thought you were fired up about something else.
No, it's just hanging out. Every time, Wednesdays are brightened when you get a hug from Mark Parrish.
Yeah. That's a good hug, right?
It's a great hug.
It's a great hug.
Top tier. It is.
I pride myself. I'm a hugger. I like hugs.
Jacques thought your hugs were okay.
Oh. See,
See if you get a hug next week.
No, I was going to say, you know what? Maybe that was the problem. I never hugged Jacques. I don't think I remember hugging Jacques. That's where it all went wrong right there.
That was it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I kept it too professional.
When you were playing, did you wear a nut cup?
Hell yeah.
Okay, all the time.
Oh yeah! As a matter of fact, I had
big old
yes, I had
You can quit bragging anytime.
You're talking about the cup?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had an enormous cup because so I was in my third year.
You know what they say about a man with a big cup?
Yeah.
No, I'd like to hear. Zach, do you have any idea?
It's true. No, so I was in my fourth year in New York, and Adrian Okoyen, who tied Zdeno Chara at the All-Star game that year with like 103-mile-an-hour slap shot or whatnot.
Oh, my God.
And he was on the power play, on top of the power play. So he was in front of so I, of course, stand in front of the net during his shot. But this happened about 2 minutes into the game. I was trying to get out of the zone, and he was trying to fire it hard around. And I was about 6 feet in front of him, and he got me just square.
In the seeds?
Yeah.
A little rattle action there?
And I dropped. Somehow got my way, the whistle blew, and I didn't even head towards the bench because this is the old Coliseum. And so we were the door was off in the corner, so I went straight off the ice and into the training room, and laid there in full equipment, icing myself for the entirety of the game.
That's with the nut cup on.
That was with a nut cup on, but then that nut cup cracked. Dented. There was nothing good left of that nut cup. And I turned right to the equipment guys and I said, you guys got to find me something better. And so like goalies have their big nut cup.
Kiss me. Are you sure it wasn't? You guys got to find me something better.
Well played, Grim. I'm sure it was much more than that.
Honestly, and again.
Oh my God.
So yeah, they found me like it was like almost like a junior nut cup.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Me too.
Excuse me, like a junior goalie cup.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you came back. You knew this is the meeting.
It was a junior goalie cup, so it kind of had a lot more cushioning around it and kind of. Yeah, so that one saved me many times after that because that was just kind of that was a danger from where I went and did my job.
Now, who was it? And Zach, I don't know if your mic's on back there or not. Was it you? Somebody was telling me that high school kids don't wear nut cups anymore.
I knew guys in the NHL that didn't.
What? Why would you not? Is how most do?
Some
would you
guys,
say?
Most do, absolutely. Some guys, because the stride, it messes with their stride. They don't like that.
There's lightning in that stride.
Those guys, and it's usually guys that are very fast that, nobody catches or skilled, you know what I mean? And they'll just like have a sock in there.
Yeah.
What?
Wow. Oh, is that is the cup exactly what a baseball player would wear? Is it totally different? Different.
Same thing.
Same thing. Good.
Same thing.
Honestly, though,
I mean, it's a little different. It's more of a banana cup, I guess.
Baseball players don't wear them as much anymore either as they used to. I don't think.
One of those little tiny bananas, like. You see
the extra large.
Those plantain.
Bragging. Can you imagine, and maybe you've seen this before, and damn it, I don't know if you're back there or not, Zach, but somebody was telling us about a slap shot to the nether regions, and they didn't have a nut cup on. Does anybody remember what I'm talking about?
Oh my God.
No. I'm sure it happens, yeah.
I bet Steve-O did it at some point. You'd have to think.
From Kenny WB?
Can you imagine what that would have done to your yunk if you hadn't had one on?
They would have exploded.
Like your testicles would have
I
exploded.
have zero doubt they would have exploded because, Okie leaned on that MFer.
Wait.
I had a high school buddy who umpired high school baseball.
Oh, God.
And so he's behind the plate one day, years ago.
Oh, God.
Forgot his cup.
Oh.
So he's just rolling the dice.
Oh, my God.
So he goes through most of the game, fine. All of a sudden, there's a play at the plate.
No.
Throw comes in from the outfield.
Stop it.
And skips right, it hits right in front of the plate, bounces over the catcher's glove and catches him right in the... And luckily for him... There was a hospital. I kid you not. There was a hospital right across from the baseball stadium. They had to take in there. It swelled up to the size of a small fruit.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he spent the night. Yeah, he spent the night in the hospital. The umpire got nailed on a throw from the outfield. It wasn't a pitch that rattled. It was a throw from the outfield. And it caught him.
It hurts like I didn't move.
I'm like, why are you rolling the dice? Borrow somebody. Right. Somebody's got to have a cup laying around in the dugout.
When I say I laid there for the whole game, I laid there in a fetal position in all my gear, stuffed tight, and I just watched the rest of the game laying on my side in the corner of my eye for the TV. I had no. That was the I would say the one, except for the major injuries where I knew there was no way I could play. That was just not a chance. Was there even a thought of trying to come back?
Oh my God! He's so horny.
There was no if one of the coaches would have came back and asked me at that point, I would have told him to F off. There was no way.
No hugs there.
Oh no! Everybody, stay away from me. Don't touch me anywhere.
I have audio of you laying on that table.
My precious. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, that damn Johnson. Never.
Oh, my gosh. All right, well, that's nut talk on the
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Whales,
we love you.
Get Red Bull, get their Denver-style square omelet breakfast sandwich thing.
So good.
It's excellent. Holiday is the absolute best. Grim, your Gophers battle USC on Saturday at 6:30. Pregame at 4:30 on this station. The Gophers are 2-3, and they are currently 8.5-point underdogs against USC, who is 3-1, who crushed Wisconsin in the second half last Saturday. But your Gophers have lost 6 straight Big Ten games.
Yeah, the regular season goes back to the rough November they had last year, and then tough schedule to start this year. I mean, you think about that: Iowa, Michigan, USC to start the season. So you got to try to get this one Saturday. Uphill fight, but you never know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, have we talked to PJ Fleck about the penalty?
Yes, he talked about it Monday a little bit, and then yesterday, on the coaches show, right here on the station, every Tuesday, noon to 1. He told Guardsy and I that they had a 1-hour Zoom meeting with the Big Ten coordinator of officials, Bill Carollo, yesterday, or on Monday. They got clarification on Monday afternoon, so the news was kind of coming out Monday night. And in essence, they said, the flag should not have been thrown. It was too close to throw a flag. And they actually change now the way the referees, the officials, will line up. What happened in the umpire, the guy with the U on the back, he's the guy that stands by the linebackers on the defense, and he's usually, like every now and then you'll see a highlight, he'll get in the way.
Sure. Yeah.
Not this particular guy, but just any umpire. But on kickoffs, that guy never has to watch during the course of a game an offsides play. However, on kickoffs, they have to, they all have their assigned spots. For whatever reason, they put the umpire right on the line, and that's the guy that made the call. And so as they looked at it, they're like, we should put a head linesman and a linesman on those two sides because every single play they're watching for offsides during the game, and they're more trained for it. So they switched the formation. It wasn't a rule change per se, but how they align the officials changed based on that call. And it doesn't seem to happen to Minnesota sports teams. The NBA deal got switched because the Wolves got screwed.
Well, the overtime deal in NFL playoffs got changed.
Playoffs, exactly. So this is, it's something happens to the Minnesota teams and the rules get changed. Or at least in this case, it technically is not a rule, just the way the game's administered.
That just seems kind of hysterical that wasn't already. Why weren't those people already doing that?
That's a good question. And the Big Ten actually had to apply, and they were approved immediately to with I guess the NCAA rules people, and said, hey, can we do this? We want to switch. So I wonder if other leagues will also follow suit on that. It's probably been, I don't know how the game's administered from that standpoint, but I'm guessing it's been that way forever, or at least close to it in terms of how that works. And so would that have changed anything? I really am convinced, because it isn't, getting an onside kick is, what do they say, 5% or something like that. So the Gophers recovered it. But I have seen that. Chad Greenway, when he was at Iowa, had the same thing in the one of the bowl games that Iowa played in. They were playing Florida late in the game, onside kick. They called Greenway for offside.
Yeah, he probably was.
He was not offside. So it's not. Sometime when Greenway's in, ask him about it. I mean,
he doesn't talk to me.
I believe it was I don't know, whatever bowl games in Tampa. At that point, I think it was the Outback Bowl. Yeah. Anyway, it's not. You see that call a couple times. I think the official. It's an optical illusion sometimes, because the kicker. What happens is, this is my theory on it. Why you would make that call? The kicker kicks the ball and they drive it into the ground, right?
Yep.
And so that just takes a second to hit the ground. Then it pops up, and I think, just optically, you look at that and you really in your mind don't register that it's in play until that ball kicks up off the ground, and you just miss it. It's just a split second. And by that time, the guy's 3 or 4 yards downfield when the ball pops up. I'll bet, I don't know this, but I'll bet you when that ref went back and they talked, he's like, yeah, I had to throw it. He's 3 or 4 yards downfield. And then they show him the replay. He's like, I can't believe that's what it looks like. That's my hunch. Otherwise, if that's not the case, then that guy had something else going on, and you don't want to believe that. So, anyway, there you go.
Hey, Grimmer, 2 seconds left in the first half. Gophers get it down to the 2.
Yep.
Go for the field goal instead of trying to maybe punch it in with Taylor. You end up losing by 3 points or 4 points.
Right.
Could have won the game. Your thoughts? Did you talk about that at all yesterday on the PJ Flex show?
Yeah. So a couple of issues there. They had no timeouts. So when you get lined up, the fear in that case is that you won't get the snap off in time, because everyone's lined up. The ref's supposed to start the clock as soon as the clock.
You can't spike it
in play, and it's under 3 seconds, so you can't spike it. However, in the field goal situation, you do get a little extra time, because once the officials see the field goal unit come on, they then have to shift their position. So the guys in the corners have to go under the uprights. So you're technically, and so you at least get points that way. And they ran it well. And actually, in that case, the officials also, if you look, there's like 2 officials sprinting in as the ball's going up, and no one's in any position to make the call except the guy out front who just, the ref out front turns and sees it. And if you watch the replay, as soon as it goes through, PJ's just like, let's go, get off the field. We're going to take the points.
And he said they do that like every practice.
Every practice. They call it bonsai. And so, he holds his hands up and shakes his hands, and then everybody knows, and off they go. So they practice that all the time. They've used it twice, once here and once at Western. They won a game at Western. Usually it's used in a different situation. It's if you have no timeouts. It's you got 15 seconds left. You complete the ball, and and the clock, it's not a first, so you got to run in there. So it never even entered my mind, quite frankly, that they would try for the touchdown there. I just think it's too risky because once the ball's set for play, by rule, the ref has to start it. They could be 10 yards away yet.
Yeah.
And
then you get an offsides and all that.
Yeah.
The one thing about Saturday's game was the first half looked like, oh my God, this is going to be killing. But I'll give PJ and all of those coaches and all those kids credit, man. That looked like it was dead, even at 21-3. They came out in the second half like they were for that day in the second half, and I think if they played them again, they'd win. They were the better team.
Yeah.
That Michigan team is so one-dimensional.
Yeah.
All they can do is run the ball, and whatever they did at halftime, and they flipped that script. That was an incredible coaching job by PJ and his staff.
Yeah, they got a little more protection. They got into an up-tempo, which I think the quarterback feels good in up-tempo. That helped. And even in the first half, they had more yards at halftime.
Yeah.
Right now, it helped that they had that 44-yard completion right before halftime on the Hail Mary.
Well, but Michigan also kept getting short fields.
So that's exactly it. They had a 16-yard touchdown drive and an 11-yard touchdown drive. PJ yesterday said, look, if we hold them to field goals there, the defense still could have stopped them, and that's true. I also think the Gophers benefited a little. I believe this is how I believe the game unfolded. I was thinking about this, and I rewatched the game last night. As you said, they're run-dimensional. Michigan needs that quarterback to be good. They're up 24-3. If you watch, from the middle of the third quarter to the middle of the fourth quarter, they throw a lot. If you're up 24-3, normally you're just handing off.
Yeah.
And they're a really good running team, and they probably would have salted the game. I believe Michigan was like, we got this game won. We need to get this quarterback sharp and our pass game going.
We'll use this as like a preseason game.
It as a practice, and the Gophers just shut it down.
Yeah.
And so they were 3 and out a couple of times, and so that probably also benefited the Gophers. And those kind of things are how you take advantage. You get a 60-yard punt return, and Minnesota then had a short field. So
it was terrible coaching by Michigan.
Yeah.
Terrible. So...
yeah, it was, and you're right. So hopefully you take that momentum.
But USC isn't one-dimensional.
USC can throw the football and run the football. Their defense is much better than last year as well. So
you guys stick around for one more second. We never got to your line.
Yeah, we can. I can hang as long as you need. Yes,
all right,
sir.
good. Power Trip Morning Show. No more broken nut talk, I promise, because everybody's uncomfortable right now. Be right back. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan. The Fan.
I don't know, Perry, you're onto something, man. And Max is onto something, too.
Yeah.
Somebody told us that story on the air.
Yeah.
About, their sack, literally splitting open.
Yeah.
But I promised we were going to talk anymore about that.
Yeah, no.
Is this grocery shoppers you're talking about?
Whose sack split?
You got to double bag it.
Power Trip Morning Show. That's Grimmer. There's Parrish. Carly's coming in momentarily. We are doing the Charch Challenge today, too, because most of us will be gone on Friday.
Mm-hmm. What are the standings? How are we doing?
Corey's the only one in the lead.
The point.
Oh,
right.
Sorry I asked.
Right. Okay, here's the thing. Grimmer?
Yes, sir.
USC graduate Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Right.
Boy, you've got some options.
Yeah, we do. And remember, what were you, did you say you had one?
I do, yeah.
Well, go ahead. What do you got?
I have 2 of them. I don't know how you could fit this in, but I would like you to either say, I'm sorry I ruined your lives and crammed 11 cookies into the VCR. From Elf, obviously. Or, I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
I could do that one for sure.
You like that last one?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's probably going to be easy, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm all for easy.
You smell like beef and cheese when he tells the fake Santa that.
Or stay classy, San Diego. Go bleep yourself.
Yeah, that's what we were joking about the other day.
Yeah. I have so many that I was thinking about as well. Who the hell is Julius Caesar? I don't follow the NBA.
That's brilliant.
That one's really good.
It's Julius Randle.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's
brilliant.
really good.
That might be a funny one.
That would be
That's
a good
really
one.
good. What's
I like
that from?
That's from Anchorman.
Anchorman,
Yeah, right. What do you
I
think?
don't remember that one. What does he say again?
He says, "Who the hell is Julius Caesar? You know I don't follow the NBA."
Yeah, that would be so good.
That would be a little more challenging.
You are playing the USC Trojans.
True.
What do you think?
Why would that make it
Was
easier?
it like a Roman bit?
Yeah, Julius Caesar.
Yeah, but like a Roman, aren't like Trojans the Roman era a bit?
Yeah, I think the
Wasn't
Trojans
Julius
are from
Caesar?
Greece, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't Julius Caesar from
Trojans
Greece?
are from Troy.
He was from Italy, I think.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know
Rome's
that.
in
I'm not
Italy.
sure.
Well, how the hell? Who's Julius Caesar? I don't follow the NBA.
Yeah, that's better.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Grimmer?
You guys pick.
Well, I mean, I'd love to see you try to fit in the Julius Caesar thing.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, it'd be pretty epic.
All right.
All right, deal.
Boy, Grimmer.
Let's go. All right, good. I'm going to mail it to you right now.
All right. Do
You've
that.
committed to it.
Mail
Thank you.
it?
Yeah.
You mail it?
I told you I can't get into my email,
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's nothing I can do about it.
What does it cost to send a letter now?
Is it 32 cents?
I don't know.
Look at me. When I was a kid, I remember it
honestly
was
don't have
13
the
cents.
slightest clue.
I don't either. It was 13 cents, I think, the first time.
I can't even remember what it was the last time I sent a letter.
I think when I sent the most letters in my life, it was a dime.
10 cents?
Yeah, and I think that was when I was a kid and I had a pen pal.
Where was the pen pal
How
from?
many in prison?
Nelson, British Columbia.
Really?
Her name was Roxy
Ooh,
Johnson.
her.
Yeah.
Nice.
I met her through an ad in a cartoons magazine when I was a kid.
Wow.
Man, you were
Go ahead and say it.
you were getting trolled.
I was thinking there's no way this is a female.
How dare you?
That's actually how you met Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does go by Roxy.
You just got to
10
ask.
cents. Yeah, I don't know what it costs to mail.
I know there are forever stamps now, right?
Yeah, that's why you don't know what it costs, right? You just go in and buy a forever stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, did I love getting mail.
Yeah.
Like letters
And now
in
it's
mail.
just trash.
Yeah.
All of it is junk.
It's
Do
funny
you
how
still love getting mail?
Yeah, but most of the time it's bills now.
there was such a small window because when you're a kid, you can't wait till you feel like you're grown up. You get mail. There was such a small window where I actually enjoyed mail.
Oh, button bar.
Wow. Penny.
The U.S. Post.
Oh.
God,
Just
I'm
a
having
small
a rough
window.
morning.
You think you are. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
All right, there you go. So we got it. We got our line.
That's funny.
That's it. I can't wait to see how you work in. Who the hell is Julius Caesar? You know I don't follow the NBA. And I just love the idea
I got to think about
of what
that for a
Daryl's going to
while
think
now.
when you
Yeah, I
say
was just
that.
about to, I can't wait to hear DT's.
Yeah,
Just
DT's the best.
Just can't wait. Ah, man. And to everybody sending me nut cup stories, thank you very much. But I can't keep reading them.
Would you like him to? Would you like them to mail you those stories?
Yeah,
now?
please put them in the snail mail.
Yeah.
And then
he loves mail, folks.
Yep, randomly I'll get a letter here at the radio station and I'll be like, why
It'll
is this
sit
guy
on that
sending
counter
me
first of all
pictures?
for like 6 months.
Yeah, good point. You're right. Nobody ever checks those.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is true. Anything else going on in college football that's big this weekend? I know obviously all we care about is Gophers USC, but is there another big college matchup? Because let me tell you, Alabama-Georgia was so much fun
That
last
was
week.
quite a game, yeah.
So
I was
much
flipping
fun.
back and forth between that and some others. I believe Michigan's at Washington. That could be a good game. Iowa is at Ohio State.
Yep.
I think Iowa's like a 20-point underdog, though, which makes sense. Ohio State is
are
just
20 and a half.
Yeah, they're on a different. Ohio State's on a different level, so I don't think that probably is going to be. I mean, Iowa's defense is pretty good, but man, that Ohio State deal is real good. And I don't know who Oregon plays. They're probably the next best team.
Oregon plays Michigan State on Friday.
Okay.
They're 24-point favorites.
24-point favorites. And then I don't know who the
Not
other
a lot of
teams.
close
Texas,
games.
who they're one now, right? Texas or Alabama's one.
I think Texas is on a bye.
Yeah, the only matchup between ranked teams is Texas A&M and Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri's a road underdog there. I like Missouri to maybe win that game.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, is Wisconsin not good this year?
They have struggled a little bit,
That's what it looked like, yeah.
But it doesn't mean that they're going to, they're Wisconsin, so we'll see. But, yeah, and there's some turmoil with some former players who are tweeting out stuff. And That's uncommon. But that's uncommon for that. You got that cultural sustainability, which is fractured a little there. So we'll see what it means.
That's grim.
All right, guys.
He's going to work in Who the Hell is Julius Caesar? You know I don't follow the NBA. We're going to do the Charch
Looking
Challenge when we come back.
Hell yeah.
Everybody be gone on Friday, so stick around for that. So much to get to. And Carly just walked in. Hi, Carly. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan. We'll be right back.
The Fan.
And here we are.
Hi, Hogs.
Hi. Seems like everybody's on hold.
Yep.
I don't know if old Charch.
He's all connected, he said.
Let's go, Charch.
Can I pick for John Creasel?
He's on hold. If it doesn't work, you can.
Can you pick for me? My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, or me.
Charchy?
Yeah, it's hi.
Oh, hey.
There he is.
You got any echoes or anything? Or are you good?
I am hearing myself back in a loop, so that would be great if there's a way to shut that down.
No, it's probably, man.
You could probably just take him out of audition and utility.
You know what's weird is I don't see a button.
I
That
love
says
it when you
utility.
talk that
It's
way.
OL now.
Oh, well is, yeah. Okay.
OL is a new UTL.
Oh,
Whoa,
wow.
you have a what?
That makes
I have
sense
a
to me.
UTI.
Is that any better, Charchy?
Hello, hello, hello. Yes, it is.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're
Thank
so
you.
smart.
So I need to be. No,
Yeah.
I didn't know. But everybody else did. Thank God. And so we've got everybody on the phone. Now here's the thing. We're going to have you give us the breakdown of who's available to be chosen, and all that, and then we'll bring up everybody and do it one at a time because I don't know how it's going to work to have everybody on the phone and everybody down the line.
Yeah,
So-
we'll just leave them all on hold.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So y'all on hold. Just stay right there. I believe Corey is in. I believe Ethiopia.
Yes.
On vacation with his family.
And yeah, John is in a
beautiful.
leather
Yeah, this time of year.
a leather
That's
outfit.
Yep. And
Which one?
that's the question. I guess
good
I don't know
Yeah,
for
it's
sure
part
which
of the
one he's in.
cake.
I'm not sure.
You
Yeah,
don't-
for
you don't
sure.
get to
Not
know.
100% sure. So Charch, it's the Charch Challenge. It's all happening. We are deep into the season now, and I'm having a good year, and I'm happy about that. And Corey and I are above everybody else at this point. The ghost, I am the ghost, and I'm going to put everybody into sweet outfits and send them down to the St. Paul Saints game as we sit here right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So
you might win again.
I'm glad it's a fun one this
yeah,
year.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, especially if it's all four of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you got this week?
Perry will buy me out of it.
Today we're doing my top 6 ranked quarterbacks.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, my. Okay.
So let's score some points.
Yeah, let's
The
score
last
some
couple of
points.
weeks, we haven't had a lot of points.
Let's go.
I'm like, all right, how can we make sure people get points?
Yeah.
This is it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, some great quarterbacking. We begin with Jordan Love. He's at Los Angeles Rams. Love dominated the second half of the Vikings game and ended up as Week 4's highest scoring fantasy quarterback after throwing for almost 400 yards and 4 scores. He'll face a Rams secondary missing key starters, Darius Williams, Karan Kendrick, John Johnson, and Trey Tomlinson, all of whom are on IR.
How about the name John Johnson?
Yeah.
I mean, come
It's
on.
actually John Johnson the third.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
Brilliant.
Baker Mayfield is at
My
Atlanta. Interdivisional rivalry and a Thursday night game. I believe this is the first ever Thursday game we've had in our competition before, because I think we've never done this on a Friday.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Falcons defense has been middle of the pack against Packers, and Baker Mayfield is in the MVP conversation with 10 total touchdowns, including 2 on the ground. Next, Brock Purdy is hosting Arizona. Purdy has the second most passing yards, and he faces Arizona, a team that's allowed the 5th most fantasy points to quarterbacks. Next is Josh Allen. He's the quarterback for Buffalo, by the way. I've not always mentioned the teams these quarterbacks play for. I'm making a bold assumption that everybody there, Mark, knows who these players are.
So far, you are correct, actually.
All right. Nice.
So
Nicely
far.
done. Nicely done. Josh Allen is the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills traveling to Houston. Allen coming off a rare scoreless game last week, but just 1 week earlier, he threw 4 touchdowns. In his 4 games so far, he's posted 2 4-touchdown games. Next, Washington rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels hosting Cleveland. Daniels is the clear leader for Rookie of the Year. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns in 4 games, and he's the NFL's all-time leader in completion percentage through the first 4 games to start a career at 82%, which is staggering, really.
Wow.
And lastly, Baltimore quarterback Lamar Jackson is at Cincinnati. Game script has actually been a problem for Jackson, with Derrick Henry hogging a lot of volume. Over the last 2 games, Jackson has thrown just 15 and 18 passes, which has capped his upside. Cincinnati's the opponent. They've allowed multiple passing touchdowns in 3 straight games.
Sweet. So Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Lamar Jackson.
And there are points up for grabs here. There are points up for grabs. I love it. Let's go.
Wow.
All right, who's spinning that wheel?
Zacho.
Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Come on. Give me a good one.
Oh, man.
Meat sauce.
Oh.
I will take Josh Allen in a shootout.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Man.
All right. My number 3 ranked quarterback this week.
Okay. Spin that wheel. Come on. Come on now. Come on now.
It is
Come on now.
Creasel.
Oh, punch it up. Can you punch him up?
Hi, John.
Hi, Johnny John.
What's up? Let's go. I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels.
Darn it.
Yeah. All right. Jaden Daniels, my number 2 ranked quarterback for this week. I like it.
Love you, John.
See you in England,
All
Johnny.
right.
Bye.
Love you guys. See you next
buddy.
week.
Bye.
Trace.
There he goes.
Zacho.
Damn it. Come on.
I'm going to go with. Oh, I don't want to root for him, so I'm going to go to the next guy. I'm going to get things out of the way right away. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Great pick.
That's a good one.
Excellent. Charge?
He's my number 5 ranked quarterback.
Way to suck.
So maybe not great, but it was a good pick. It's fine.
Okay,
It might turn out to be the
Anybody
best
but Corey. Petty.
Come on. Oh,
Hey.
Patty.
I'm going to go Purdy.
Good pick.
My number 4 ranked quarterback this week, Brock Purdy.
Good pick.
All right, Corey.
Safe pick. You know what that is? Purdy's going to turn out to be super, super safe.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Hey, it's Corliss. Hold on.
Come on.
Hi, Corliss.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Carly.
How's Ethiopia?
Do you miss me?
Not at all.
All right, well, kiss a hot dog.
He's got a point.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Well, wouldn't that be kissing a banger?
See, you get it.
Oh, man.
Who knows?
Who are you going to take, Corliss?
So wait, who am I down to? Lamar Jackson and Jordan Love?
That's right.
Let's go Lamar. I thought the Vikings made Jordan Love at least statistically look pretty pedestrian, so let's go with Lamar.
Sweet.
All right.
That means I get
So Lamar
Jordan
was
Love.
my number 1 ranked quarterback for this week.
And where was J Love?
6.
Oh.
You know what? That's okay. I didn't get to pick, and I still got Jordan Love. That's
Thanks,
pretty cool.
Corey.
There he goes.
Not
Bye.
bad.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, Charchy, may I ask you a question, a football question? Where do you think Devontae Adams will end up?
Ooh, good quiz.
So the ideal team to trade for him has to have a lot of things come together. You've got to have the cap room to take on what will ultimately have to be a new deal. If you don't, he had a couple of flim-flam years of really puffy, that salary that you're not really going to pay on the end of his deal that he kick in next year and the year after, where he's paid, it's like $36 million a year for each of those 2 years. Nobody's going to pay that. And so you're going to have to restructure and you're going to have a lot of cap room. You also need to be a team that's in competition. Like you're having a good year, right? You're not going to trade for Devontae Adams on a 0-win or 1-win team. It's got to be a team that's got some playoff aspirations.
Yeah.
Second, it's got to be a team that needs a good receiver. So the Vikings are not a target, even if they could afford to sign him. And they probably can't. He doesn't make sense to come to Minnesota because Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor are good players. And then the last thing that I think you need is the other team's got to have the requisite compensation. They've got to have, the second round pick that it might cost or whatever. One team meets all of the criteria to be a perfect landing spot for Devontae Adams, and it is the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
A team that has tons of cap room this year, next year, and the year after that. They have top 5 cap room in all of those years. Right now, Washington, for receivers, has Terry McLaurin, who is inarguably a good but not elite receiver. And then after that, their next best receiver is Noah Brown?
Who?
Jamison Crowder? I don't know. I mean, the drop-off is so severe after that, and they could absolutely use him. And what would it mean for Jaden Daniels to have Terry McLaurin and for the development of Jaden Daniels to have Terry McLaurin and Devontae Adams there? Holy cow. That could be a real career accelerator for a kid who's already running away with Rookie of the Year. So it all makes sense for Washington more than any other team.
Man, that would really be bad for us.
I mean,
right? I mean, for the entire NFC, but I mean, a year where it seems like everything's coming up magic for us, wouldn't it just be our luck for another team to add even more to their?
I guess I wouldn't be. I'm not sweating Washington as a possible playoff opponent quite yet, but maybe at some point we get there, and we don't play Washington this year, so we don't have to play them in the regular
NFC Championship game.
Yeah, he is right. And the other thing is, I don't think they will trade him to the Chiefs, right?
You would think not. In division.
No, come on now.
Unless they feel like they're just fleecing them, and that they're both unloading a bad player and taking draft picks away from them. So, maybe, he will have forced his way out of 2 different teams in the span of 3 years, very Stephon Diggs-like. And, maybe he's just not a great guy.
Yeah.
Even if he does have a Taco Bell in his house.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Sweet.
He has what now?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Allegedly, yeah.
In his what?
Yeah.
In his house?
In his house?
Yeah.
Have you not watched a commercial during a football game in the last 2 years?
No.
Not really.
Clearly not. This is the whole basis of Taco Bell's commercials with him.
I actually knew that, Charch.
In his house?
In his house.
Yeah.
And why is it a Taco Bell and not a Taco John's?
Yeah.
That's a great
that's
question.
the question.
Taco John's
Or better,
is the
Zantigo.
best.
If you want to do it right, get Zantigo.
Zantigo.
Where's that?
Zantigo. Wow.
Well, Zantigo has, I believe, 4 Twin Cities locations. One in South Bloomington, one in Fridley, one in Woodbury, and there's one other around. Zantigo, for the old timers like me, before Taco Bell moved into this town, it was Zantigo's everywhere, and Zantigo was materially better than Taco Bell. But when Taco Bell expanded like crazy in the late 80s, they bought out all the Zantigos and converted them to Taco Bells. And we didn't have any Zantigos for, 20 years. But in the last 5 or so years, they've started popping back up. And they're delicious.
I've never heard of Zantigos.
Yeah, that's
now I want
Gino,
Zantigos.
My big brother loves Zantigos.
Really?
By the Pancheros.
Oh, I love Pancheros.
Which is great.
Yeah.
But if you go across the street, there's one in Fridley.
Right. You'll never, after you've had Zantigo once, you will never go across the street to Pancheros.
Okay. I'm on it. I'll go there today.
Don't trust me on this.
I trust you. Last thing, Charchie, and thank you for everything you're doing for us. You always do, and for being able to come on Wednesday. I was just told that you pay like $5,000 a month to have a brand new pinball machine delivered every 10 minutes.
God,
is that true?
I thought you did.
I own one pinball machine, but what I really want is like some service that just gives me a different pinball machine every month and just rotates it out.
Yeah.
I don't want to have 20 pinball machines, but it'd be awfully fun to play a different pinball machine every single month.
Right.
Now, if you don't know, Hawk, and others who might care, there's now all these classic rock bands that have their own pinball machines, like Metallica and Rush and Iron Maiden, and you get to hear all the great songs and play the themed tables for some of your favorite bands. To me, that's like the next thing I want to get. I'd love to get a Rush table. That would be so much fun.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, we were just talking about that because I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and they had those. They had a Foo Fighter one and a Kiss one.
Yeah.
And AC/DC one as well.
Which one?
Girls. I went out to see a movie yesterday that wasn't playing. In Monticello, and so I decided I'd play the pinball games they had, and they had a Starship Trooper one, and it was so much fun. I think that's going to be my new thing. I want to go to Up, Down, and Uptown. Is that the right way to say it?
Yep.
And just start playing pinball after the show. Anybody want to join me? Charch, you in?
I'll go.
You want to go to the places I'm in. The great, and Uptown's fine, and I'm not in any way denigrating them, but the two places in town that just own pinball.
Yeah.
It's Lit in Uptown.
Okay.
Very near, it's like where Liquor Lyles used to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Lit is outstanding. They've got like 50 machines. Oh, yeah. And almost all the big new machines like Jaws is brand new and hot. And so they've got that. And then Blaine Brook Bowl has got a fantastic selection of well cared for machines.
Oh,
so those are the two, to me, those are the two hot spots. There might be others, but
is that right off 65? Is that the place I'm thinking of? The big bowling alley?
On, I think Central.
Or Central,
yes.
That's what it is. Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, bitchin'.
Oh, it's great. Great selection.
Man, I want to play some pinball. Let's do it.
It's so much fun. For people that haven't played pinball a long time, you have no idea how sophisticated and brilliant these games have gotten and how much fun they are. Man, it's changed so much. It's like people who gave up on video games back in the Pac-Man era and they're like, I don't like video games. They're boring. Go play something new and tell me that these things are still what they were in your memory, because they're so good now.
Charch, it sounds like you and I are going to go to Zendaya's and get some tacos.
The lady that's dating Spider-Man?
What was it called again?
Zantigos in Fridley, and then we'll dip over to Blaine Brook Bowl.
It's a date, baby. And let me tell you, let me just say this. You're going to get lucky.
Wow.
With a roll of quarters.
You're damn right.
Yeah. That's all he's got to offer.
Thank you, Charch.
Bye-bye.
There he goes. Man, that does sound like fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you.
You guys are cool.
Carly, you know what?
I'm just kidding.
I would love to invite you.
I would love to.
But no girls are allowed.
That's fine.
So sorry. It's just me and Charch.
That's totally fine.
Sorry. Next time.
I'll pass. Yep.
Pinball's fun. I don't know, man.
All I picture is like you just hold a handle. That's what he's talking about, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's cooler than that now?
It is, because of all the things that go on, like the dings and the songs that are played and stuff like that. They're like, I can't even explain it to you.
Noises and lights?
Okay, it doesn't sound as much fun when you say it like that.
So you pull the thing,
you pull
and
the thing.
ball goes, and then it dings and lights up.
They use the flippers.
Yeah.
It's very sexual when you say it like that.
And that...
Yeah. This is
Okay.
why you're not invited.
Okay, yeah.
But we're going to Zendaya's first.
That's fine. I'll go to Zendaya's.
Okay, good.
I'd love to go to Zendaya's.
We'll be right back. Patrick Morse on the Fan.